All right, hello and welcome to a session of FitEssentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through the class. We're going to be working on some balance today. We're going to be utilizing one of the long TheraBands, and there'll also be some options for some step-ups near the end of class. You're also going to need a chair somewhere to sit down, to work on some leg extensions and things like that. So yeah, that should be about all. If you don't have any of that equipment, I'll give you some adjustments as we go through. Just do the best you can. Let's go ahead and move our bodies and have some fun. All right, go ahead and make your way on up to standing. Bring your feet just underneath those hips. Soft bend those knees. Now we're going to breathe in, circle those arms around, bring your forearms together, palms together, and then gently exhale as you pull your arms into the chest, pull the belly button in, bow your head down. Now on the inhale, we're going to lift up, lifting the chest up to the sky, squeeze the glutes, divide the arms, and now exhale, round it back down. Lift and open, divide. Good, exhale, relax, close it down. Couple more. There you go, squeeze those shoulder blades back, spread the fingers of the hands. And then one more time, all the way back down, tuck it into a ball. Good, on that next inhale, go ahead and stand on upright. Walk your feet out just a little bit wider. We're going to allow those arms to be nice and heavy and just nice and smooth here. Going into our tree branches, gently swinging the arms around, rotating towards the torso. If you're comfortable to do so, go ahead and turn the head as well. Just tune in with your breathing here. After a couple times here, side to side, welcome Shirley. Just allow those elbows to bend. And now you can invite the hands to gently tap against the torso. Time it with your exhale. I spent about a minute here, so just nice and relaxed. We're going to make some changes to the hand position as we move. Good. So just nice and steady. When you're ready, we'll start to take that front hand up in front of the shoulder, upper part of the lungs. There you go. Great way to just move some lymph. Move the circulation system, increase that blood flow, and get a little bit of movement through the spine. Good, couple more times each side in front of the shoulders, and then we'll bring that hand back down in front of the hips. Good, when you're ready, back down in front of the hips. Exhale as they tap the body. Good, it's good. A couple more times on each side here, and then we'll slowly unwind, bring it away from the body. Good, back to those nice lazy arms, tree branches, gentle, very good. And then when you're ready, gradually bring yourself down to a stop. Fantastic. Go ahead and walk the feet in. We're going to make our way into a toe touch. So you still want to have the feet divided, but a little bit closer. Lift up nice and tall out of those hips, soft bend in the knees. Draw your abdomen in as you slide the hands down the legs. Pull the chin in towards the chest and hold nice and strong here in your midsection and your legs, and just slide those hands down as far as you feel confident. Get in that gentle stretch in the back of the body. When you find that end range, if you're able to hang out there for a moment, nice and strong, breathing for 1 or 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, push your legs into the floor as you gradually unwind yourself, making your way back up to the top. Squeeze those glutes, standing nice and tall. Very nice. Walk the feet just a little bit wider. We're going to start to open up our hip flexors. So let's take your left foot, step it on back behind you. Take your left hand up to the shoulder. We're going to go our cross body reach, that side stretch. So when you're ready, you're going to take your left hand, gradually reach across the body like you're trying to touch the opposite shoulder. Straight across. Bringing it back on that inhale, and then on the exhale, again, straight across. Working your way up just a little bit higher each time. Excellent. Pull it back in. And now we'll go about the height of the forehead, just easing our way into it. Breathe in, pulling it back. Gently exhale. See if you can start to reach over the head. Good. Pulling it back. And now as able, more of a side bend instead of a lateral reach, trying to reach straight up and over your head. Peering up to that hand if you feel steady to do so. Bringing it back down to the shoulder twice more. Good. Gently exhale, reaching up and across. Feel that side body elongate. Fantastic. One more time, bringing it down. And then on that exhale, up and across, reach, looking up at that hand and shake it out. Great job. Bring that arm down, walk that back leg in. And now same thing, other side. So this time, right foot steps back, left hand on that left hip. And when you're ready, bring that your right hand up to the right shoulder and starting with that cross body reach. So you have a gentle rotation to that back hip as well. Pulling that hand in as you inhale and gently reaching across the body on that exhale. Good. Breathe in, pull it back. Exhale, reaching just a little bit higher each time. Good. Back to the start. See if you can start to reach about the level of the forehead. Breathe in, draw it back. Good. One more time in that area. Very nice. And again, if you're able to do so, let's start to go up and over the head, following the hand with your gaze. You're nice and grounded in those legs. Soft bend in those knees, full foot on the ground. Gearing up, reaching over, stretching that side body. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, bring that hand down and exhale, up and across. And shake it out. Very nice. Lock that back foot in. Let's go ahead and grab a drink of water. We're going to warm up our ankles a little bit before we start our balance work of the first section. So if you want to take a seat for this next piece, or if you want to go ahead and start working on your balance, that's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and take a seat. All right. So from a seated position, sit nice and tall, or you can stand and do this as well. Lifting one leg up off the ground. If you're seated, you're going to grab right in front of your knee, trying to hold onto that shin. And now we're rolling or rotating the ankle around about 5 to 10 times in one direction. Allowing it to move through some clicks and pops there. And then when you're ready, reverse direction. Same thing, other side. Point the toe, lift the toe, circle it through. Very good. Go ahead and set that foot down. Same thing, other side. Let me just check on something real quick. Get you all muted. All right. Excellent. And ankle rolls on that opposite leg. So sit or stand tall, lifting that other foot up. Draw those shoulders back. And here we go, circling that ankle through. Very nice. Switching directions. Circle that ankle the other way. Fantastic. All right, we're going to be practicing 3 rounds. We'll make our way up to our feet. We've got starting with the tandem stance. So it's going to be like we're standing on a tightrope. So when you're ready, make your way on up. If you're not already standing. We're going to be working on some mobility through the hips throughout. All right, and as I mentioned, first one, like you're standing on a tightrope. So let's go ahead and bring your left foot in front. Lift up through your midline, bring your right foot directly behind. Stack it one behind the other. Shoulders stacked right over the hips. And 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms out to the side. Draw that chin in and holding strong. Good. So Sharon, you should be 1 foot in front of the other like you're on a tightrope. We're not going single leg balance yet. That will come. Draw the shoulders back, lifting up. If you want a little bit more of a challenge here, close those eyes and then try to stay on that tightrope. Feel your midline working to stabilize. Very good. Less than 10 seconds, holding strong. Eyes up, chest up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. Go ahead and step that left feet out from the side, in between legs. Soften those knees. We're going to move into our hip circles. So circle those hips around. Good. And then switch directions when you're ready. Circle those hips the other way. Nice, everyone. Okay, we're going to get ready for our tandem stance. This time you're going to set your right foot forward. So find that line or just imaginary line on the ground. Take your left foot, step it directly behind. Stack the shoulders, turn those palms out, facing them forward. Here we go. Shoulders draw back. Belly button pulled up and in. And you'll just feel your body constantly adjusting here. I feel myself shifting side to side. Speak kindly to yourself as you hold strong and watch so you don't start to arch back here. So draw the abdomen in. We have 10 seconds left. Good. Looks great, everyone. 3, 2, 1, and come on out. Step on out of that. Wonderful. All right, at the end of set 1, we're going to practice some windmills. So walk your feet out a little bit wider than the hips. Soft bend in those knees. Bring those arms out to the side. From here with a long spine, you're going to send your hips back. Reach your hands. Start about the level of the knee. You're reaching across the body. Engage those glutes as you stand tall. Good. Long spine here. So Sharon, keep that chest up nice and tall. You want to activate those hamstrings as you bow forward. Sending the hips back. Good, Shirley. Standing tall. Let's get a couple more on each side. Soft bend those knees. Practice that long spine position. Very good. Over and up. Maybe one more each side. Over, straight up. Nice. Down and stand. Fantastic. All right, let's grab a short drink of water if it's nearby. You're welcome to stick with that tandem stance if that's a challenge for you, or you can advance the movement practicing that single leg balance on one leg. All right, either way, you're either going to have your left foot in front or you're going to practice standing on your left foot. So your choice, whichever one you choose, have all the toes pointing straight ahead. And when you're ready, lift everything up and in. 2, 1. Here we go. Either standing on 2 feet or coming up onto 1 foot. Excellent. So if you're practicing that 1 foot balance, we want to keep the hips nice and level. So you don't want to just have them sink down and in. So keep pulling up. You'll feel those stabilize those hips working. Anytime you need a break, just set that other foot down, bringing it back up when you're ready. We are over halfway, 10 seconds left. Good job. Staying tall. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and rest. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a modification of those side stretch. We're gonna kind of glide, reach one arm up, reach the hand across the body, and then same thing to the other side. So I reach across, stretch, look up to that hand that's reaching towards the ceiling. Excellent. Very good. Maybe one more time each way. Reach across, looking up, and balance it out. Very good. All right, we're going to our second leg. So now you'll be on your right foot, either stacking the right foot in front of the left or practicing that balance on one leg. So set that foot down, stand up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Great job. We're keeping that knee up in front. We're also activating that hip flexor. So building some strength in that hip flexor, lifting that knee strong. Good. Yeah, there it is, Sharon. So keep that knee up in front, activate that hip flexor, lift the toes. Excellent job, Shirley. 10 seconds to go. Hold those hips level. Find a spot to focus on. Whoops. 3, 2, 1, and set it on down. All right, nice work. A little bit of a variation. Instead of our windmills this round, we're going to practice some good mornings. So you'll have your feet pointing straight ahead, soft bend in the knees, either arms over the shoulders, or you can take it behind the head, whatever you feel most comfortable with. From here, with that soft bend, sending your hips back, long spine, looking down towards the floor, and squeeze the glutes, stand straight up at the top. Excellent. Let's go about 5 times here. Bowing forward, looking down. Say hello to those hamstrings, and then squeeze the glutes, standing tall. Very nice. Looks great. Broad chest, tall chest. Practice that nice flat back position. Good. Looking better, Shirley. Staying tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and together. Try to keep that mid back as flat as you can. Wonderful work. Maybe one more time here. Soft bend those knees, bowing down, pulling the chin in towards your chest. Drive through your legs, stand straight up, and rest. All right, just over 20 seconds. We'll be into our third and final round. Back to the balance or the tandem stance. And there's always a way to make exercises more challenging. If you want more challenge with your balance work, you could hold a light weight right underneath your chin and just practice some balance holding some weight. All right, either on your left foot or stacking that left foot in front of the right for that tandem stance. Getting ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Everything up and in, holding strong. So the midline activation helps us to support our balance. Gripping the foot down at the ankle helps our balance, and also drawing those shoulders back. That's all going to help also. Halfway in, anytime you need a rest, set the foot down, picking it on back up. Oops. It's okay, Moose. Looking straight on. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great work. Back to the hip instead of circles this time. Think about trying to trace some figure 8s with your body. So it's trying to imagine your hips. This is outlining a figure 8, round and round. Good. And now if we can imagine we're trying to trace the figure 8 the other way. Just be patient if you're like, did I do it right? I'm not sure. We're just moving the body. Get a little relief through the hips and the low back. Very good. All right, final time with the balance. We got to take it onto the right leg. So we'll start here in 10 seconds. Here you go, Moose. Set that right leg down, or right foot down, pull everything up and in, and 2, 1. Here we go. Pulling the chin in as well. Sometimes we'll start to lose that head and neck forward. Beautiful. Squeezing the shoulders, drawing that abdomen in. Now my foot's starting to droop here, so lift that foot and toe as well. Activate through the ankle. Good job. Final 10 seconds. Looks great. And 2, 1, take a rest. Woo! Set that foot down. We're going to finish out with a single leg stagger stance. Good morning on this circuit. So what does that mean? We're going to keep a nice soft bend in the knees. You're going to cross those hands back over the shoulders or behind the head, whichever you're most comfortable with. Go ahead and take your right foot on the heel. Just reach it straight out in front of you. Left foot firmly bent. Excuse me. Let me get my word. Grounded down. Soft bend in that left knee. From here, similar to our double leg good morning, you're going to bow forward, sending the hips back. And you're not going to typically bow as far down here because you'll feel that tension in the outstretched leg. Standing tall. We'll go 3 to 5 times on one side, and then we'll switch legs. Straight up, squeeze the glute as you stand tall. Tall chest, long spine. Very good. 1 or 2 more. Breathing into it. And last one. Nice and smooth. Bowing down. Straight up. Great work. So you should have your right foot out in front. In between sides, you're going to open up the inner thighs a little bit. So walk those feet out, keep that soft bend in those knees, take your hands right on top of your lower thighs, just over the knees. From here, you're gonna rotate your body, looking over one shoulder. Use your right hand, kind of push that right knee out as you look over that left shoulder. Breathe in as you come back to center, and then turn your head, turn your torso, looking over that right shoulder. Midline nice and strong. Breathe in, back to center. Gently exhale as you turn to one side. Breathing in, gently exhale as you turn to the other side. Breathe in, come back to center. One more time each way. I'm just going to come a little bit closer. There you go. Nice, good lighting in there today, Shirley. Good to see you. Other side. Nice. And back to center. All right, let's finish those hamstrings, that single leg good morning. So walk those feet back in. Get that soft bend of the knees, and this time your left foot's going to be outstretched. So reach your left foot out in front, heel down, toe up, over the shoulders or behind the head. Right leg is firmly planted, and here we go. Send the hips back, just a little forward bow, and straight up. Excellent. 3 to 5 times on this side. Long spine, gently bowing forward, and coming straight up. Beautiful. Couple more. Really emphasize tall chest. Yeah. Squeezing those shoulders back. 1 or 2 more. Reminding our body how to hinge at the hips. You want to bend over from the waist. All right, finish that last rep. Either meet me on the ground or in the chair, and do a little bit of stretching before we go into this next series. We have some squats and some bent over rows coming up next. All right. as you come into seated, similar to how we started earlier, you're going to grab one leg, pull it up and in. If you're on the floor, you can lie on your back, pull the knee into the chest, and we'll revisit those ankles up and around. Good. Switch directions, same thing other way. Very nice. From here, if you're on the floor, on your back, you're going to pull the knee across the body. Those of you in the chair with me, cross the leg over the opposite leg, best as able. Readjust those hands. Readjust your posture, sitting nice and tall as you hug that leg in. We're looking to try to target the outer glute, the hip area a bit. Nice, smooth breathing. Very nice. Go ahead and set that leg down. Same thing on the other side. Oops, found a leaf. Interlace the hands, pull that knee in towards the chest, and back to our ankle rolls. Point the toes, lift the toes, circle them around. Very good. Switch directions. Either lying back or crossing that leg over the other side. Readjust the hands, sit tall, and hug that leg in across the body. Saying hello to the glutes. Nice deep cleansing breaths here. Best as able, try to breathe in through the nose and gently out through the mouth. 1 or 2 more breaths. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and set that foot down. Those of you on the floor, we're going to come onto hands and knees for cat-cow. Those of you here with me in the chair, sitting nice and tall, you're going to place the hands on the bottom of the thighs. As we exhale, you're going to roll those shoulders forward, pull the chin into the chest, draw the belly in towards the spine. And then as you inhale, lift the chest, draw those shoulders back, turn your head up towards the ceiling. Good. Let's go between 3 and 5 cycles here. So forward position, drawing that chin in. Lift, gently arch the spine. Lift that head, looking up. Good. A few more. Try to get a little bit more air of the lungs than normal. And then nice deep breath as you lift. Good. A couple more. Fantastic. Last time through. Wonderful job. All right, let's gradually make our way up to standing. Those of you on the floor, feel free to make a point to come into down dog, open that mid back. And those of you seated, go ahead and join me, making your way up. All right. So we're going to warm up some squats. First thing we want to do, though, is going to practice stretching those quads. So you can either stand in a stagger stance, reach those arms up, push the hips forward, or if you want a little bit more practice on balance and grabbing that foot, you can grab that foot and stretch the quad. So either hip flexors, joining me here, squeeze the glute, open the hips, or if you're able to grab that foot, go ahead and grab that foot. We'll spend about 20 to 30 seconds practicing one side, and then we'll do the same thing on the other. Good job, staying patient. These muscles on the front of the thigh, they tend to get pretty tight from sitting quite a bit. So sometimes we lose that ability to reach for that foot. Alrighty. And then when you're ready, go ahead and let go of that leg. And then same thing other side. Once again, you can switch sides, lifting up, opening the hips from a double leg stance, or practicing that balance, trying to grab that foot. Even if this is easy for you, I recommend this is one you do every single day. And if it's a challenge for you, the more you practice it, the better it's going to get. So if you can write yourself a little sticky note, practice your quad stretch, especially after seated for a while or sitting for a while. All right, everyone. When you're ready, go ahead and release that foot, shake it out, and let's get ready for some squats. So if you don't need to do an assistance, you can just set your feet a little bit outside the hips, reach those arms out. If you feel a little bit uncertain with your squats, I recommend holding on. I like to use the chair. So just a gentle toe out, chest nice and tall. And then when you're ready, we're going to send the hips back. Drive those knees wide. You're coming down as far as you're confident. This is our first of 3 rounds. Then you're going to push through your feet. Keep your chest up, eyes looking straight ahead. Good. We're going to spend about 45 seconds practicing this. Knees push out, controlling down, and drive your full foot into the floor, standing tall. Beautiful. Couple more. Back and down. Really key here. Keep your heels on the ground. Eyes looking straight ahead. Fantastic. Let's try one more. Eyes up, reaching out. Fantastic. Good, Shirley. Good, Sharon. And all the way up. Woo! Nice work. All right, bent over row is next. We're going to start with a light to moderate weight in your left hand. So you're going to stand in the stagger stance or come right behind a table, the seat of the chair, side of the couch, feet about hip width apart, slight bend in those knees. Check in with your midsection. So we want to draw the belly in so we're not overarching in our back. From here, you're going to place your right hand down with a nice wide handprint. Go ahead and grab your weight, that left hand. And when you're ready, you're going to reach forward and then draw that elbow straight up and into the ceiling. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale as you pull that elbow nice and high. Good. Reach and row. So really good habit here. Pause in the top position, reaching down and forward, pulling it up and in. Yeah, great high elbow position, Shirley. Reach forward, pulling through. Wonderful. That's 30 seconds. We're going to go a little bit longer on this interval here. Awesome. There, job. Good. Reach and pull, pausing in the top. Nice. That looks good too, Sharon. Last one. Down and up. And rest. Fantastic. In between sides, take a full rest. If you feel a little bit more fatigued today, just take a seat for a second. Otherwise, we're going to work on some blood flow. So you can do some jumping jacks or some step jacks here. Arms out to the side. Good. Shoulders back and down. Very good. Smile. Have some fun. Fantastic. All right. Then if you're comfortable, bring those arms up to overhead. Sort of swing those arms up to overhead, opening through those shoulders. Beautiful job. 10 more seconds. Breathe. Very good. Practicing that side step or that lateral jump in 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we'll take about 10 to 15 seconds, making our way into that bent over row, this time on the right arm. All right. Set those feet about hip width apart. Remember to check in with your midsection. Draw the abdomen in. Soft bend those knees. Make that nice wide handprint with the left hand. And when you're ready, here we go. Reaching down, drawing that elbow nice and high, just like the last round. Breathe in to reach. Exhale to row. Wonderful. We're really working to strengthen that mid-back position, help our posture to sit tall, stand tall, help the position of our shoulders. Reaching forward, drawing that elbow up and in. That's 30 seconds. We go about another 10 to 15. Long reach, high pull. Good. 1 or 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. Nice work. Go ahead and grab a drink of water. We're going to take about 40 seconds, and then we'll be back to our squats. Round 2 of 3 here. Let me help you out here, Moose. All right, buddy. Depending upon your confidence with the squat, a couple of different options. One, you can add weight, holding it up at the shoulders, right underneath your chin. And also, you could squat to a chair, same idea. All right, we're going to get started here in about 10 seconds. So go ahead and start to come into position. Walk those feet just outside the hips. Slight toe out. I'm going to demo to the chair on this round. Eyes up and forward. And when you're ready, here we go. Controlling down, driving those knees out. Push your feet into the floor as you stand. Nice. If you're holding weight, instead of reaching your arms out, you're going to emphasize elbows up and forward as you lower down. Sinking back. Good. If you're squatting to a chair, you want to think about controlling down, trying to sit softly, and then standing tall. Excellent. Sink, 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 eyes up. That's 30 seconds. Let's go 10 to 15 more. Knees push out. Keep those knees driving out as you stand. Excellent. Down and up. Last time. 2, 1, and rotate. All right, we'll take 15 seconds. We're going to be into our bent over row with the weight in the left hand. Walking those feet out, draw the belly in, soft bend those knees, and here we go. Left arm. Breathing in as you reach. Exhale as you draw it up and in. And while we're moving that weight with our upper body, we're definitely utilizing our midsection here to hold that spine nice and neutral. So just think about engaging your abdomen throughout. Breathe in to reach, elbow high. And what do I mean by engage the abdomen? You can just think about like holding nice and strong, kind of pushing out against your belly as you breathe. Pulling that belly button in so you hold that nice neutral spine. And 2, 1, and rotate. Excellent. Either taking a rest or making our way into some blood flow work. We did our jumping jacks last time. This time, let's practice some lateral step over. So we're going to step up and over. You can have a nice low hurdle, can just be a nice side step here, or a high hurdle, depending upon your comfort. You want to stabilize through those hips as you move. Nice. Lift the foot, lift the knees. Well, the knee would come first. Knee drives up, lift the foot and toes as you step it up and over. Good job. Those of you that are comfortable with a little bit of light hopping, if you want to gently hop side to side, you can do that also. 10 seconds left. Good job. Sharon's got some good music on her end. You can tell, always having a great time. Give me one more time. Up and over, over and back, and shake it out. Nice work. All right, we're going to do that bent over row on your right arm this time. So it'll be the end of round 2, and then we'll have one more round after this. Soft bend those knees, supporting through that left hand. Spread those fingers nice and wide on that left hand. Here we go. Reach forward. Exhale as you pull it up and in. Good. And let's talk about that head position as well. I'm not always the best example because I'm watching those of you here live, but ideally for yourself, you should be looking straight down towards the floor, maybe at your hand that's supporting your body. You want to hold the head and neck neutral with the rest of the spine. If you think about pulling your chin in towards your, like in towards the neck, like you're trying to draw that chin in, that's also going to help activate the muscles in the front of the neck. Keeping those engaged. 10 seconds. Reach. Elbow high. Beautiful. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. Set it on down, stand it on up. Take about 40 seconds here. Give a little rest. Feel free to kind of turn your body side to side if you want to repeat that side stretch at all. Or just take a seat. All right, we'll be back to our final round of squats, bent over row, and we'll do a combination of movements for the blood flow. All right, getting ready to go here in 10 seconds. So if you want to hold some weights, either one in each shoulder or just underneath the chin, go ahead and set those feet, slight toe out, 2, 1, and begin. Controlling down, keeping that weight back into the heels. Smooth breathing. I usually breathe in as I lower, pulling strong through the belly, and then driving through the legs. I exhale to stand. Breathe in, control down, exhale, stand tall. Wonderful. Keep that head up, eyes looking straight on. If you look down, your chest tends to follow. So looking up. Excellent job. That's 30 seconds. 10 to 15 more. Seconds, not reps, that is. Down and up. And 2, 1, take a pause. Good job. Final row on that left arm. Coming up in 10 seconds. Soft bend those knees. Nice wide handprint through that right hand. Grab that weight in the left. And here we go. Elbow high. Breathe in as you reach. Exhale, pulling it up and in. Reaching forward. Pausing in the top. Good. Down and up. Good. Over halfway. And as I mentioned, we're doing a little bit longer intervals on this exercise here today. So on this last round, that's 30 seconds. You want to call it there. Nothing wrong with that. Otherwise, a couple more reps. Reaching forward. High elbow, down, up and in. And there's our 45 seconds. Woo! Set it down, come on off. We're gonna do a combination. Starting with those lateral steps, ending with some step jacks. Staying nice and tall, arms out to the side. And when you're ready, it can be a nice low hurdle. Don't have to over exaggerate or step a little bit higher. You find your level of comfort here. Yeah, lift that chest, keep tall. It's okay, Moose. It's just the lawnmower outside. All right, there's our halfway point. And then from there, if you're comfortable to relax those arms, but start to reach them up to overhead, or you can take it into a traditional jump jack. Excellent. 15 seconds left. There you go. Keep it rolling there. I'm going to open the door so we don't have Moose peeing inside the gym once again. And 2, 1, and pause. All right, getting ready for that bent over row in your right arm. Here you go, Moose. Wide hamper with that left hand. Grabbing that weight with the right hand. 2, 1. Here we go. Final exercise of this circuit. Reaching forward. Draw that elbow nice and high. Wonderful. Reach. Row. Row, row your dumbbell. Keep that breathing consistent. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but we get a lot of benefit from these bent over rows. Number one benefit being posture, that mid-back support. And the better your posture, the less amount you're going to have of neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Pull that elbow high, reach it up and in, and final rep. Woo! Excellent job. Go ahead and set it down. Give yourself a little rep. And let's take a seat. Do you have water? All right, while you grab water, I'm going to get Moose some water. Everybody. All right, as you come into your chair, we're going to do our seated spinal rotation with our shoulder rolls. Get a little bit more movement through that shoulder. So sitting nice and tall, I'm going to take my right hand, reach across, grab onto that left thigh. And if you'd like here, you can cross this left leg up and over. Take your left hand up to that left shoulder. Good. Using that right hand, pull against the thigh and then turn your torso. From here, we're going to start to move that elbow up and around, trying to keep that shoulder blade moving along that rib cage. Breathe in. Think about sitting as tall as possible on that inhale. Try to keep that height. And then on your exhale, think about pulling just a little bit more into that rotation. 1 or 2 more. And relax. Good job. In between sides, uncross the legs if you chose that option. From here, we're going to do a seated, kind of a toe touch. So starting with the hands on the thighs, draw the chin into the chest, draw the belly in towards the spine, and slide the hands down the legs. Lowering your head down, reaching for the floor. Just far enough to get a nice gentle stretch of that mid back and low back rather. I feel it more in my low back here. Send that air with a nice deep breath into that lower spine. One more time. And then when you're ready, start to walk the hands back up the legs, making your way back up to a tall seated position. And we're going to do that spinal twist on the opposite side. this time we bring the right hand to the right shoulder, left hand to the right thigh. Option to cross that leg up and over. Really pull yourself into a tall seated position here. Looking over that right shoulder. And then when you're ready, start to rotate your elbow up and around, up and back. Kind of breathe in through the nose and gently out through the mouth. Wonderful. Fantastic. Maybe one or two more, turning the head, looking over that shoulder as well. And when you're ready, go ahead and rest. Uncross the leg if you chose that option. Awesome job. All right, we're going to start our last circuit in the reverse order that was on the website. If anybody was looking at the website, we're going to take advantage of the fact that we're already seated. So we're going to start with our single leg extensions. So sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're not just kind of slouching here. If you'd like to grab onto your seat, you can. Let's start with your left leg. You're going to go ahead and pick that knee up off the ground. And then when you're ready, you're going to extend that leg straight up, pulling the toes back toward your face. Bend the knee, try to keep the foot off the ground and extend. Squeeze that quad, bend and extend. Sharon, you're going to want to stay in the chair for this. Can't do it on the ground so much. Straight up, good, and down and up. There you go. Couple more, bend the knee, extend, fire in that quad. Trust me, you'll feel it. Just stay with it. Up, up, up. And go ahead and rest. Set it down. Good. Give your massage to that muscle. Pat the muscle. All right. And then when you're ready, we do the same thing on the opposite leg. So check back in with your posture. Sit tall. Draw that chest up. 2, 1. Here we go. Lift your right leg off the ground. Extend the knee. Pull the toes towards your face and bend. Good. You can feel here, you have to really be cautious as you extend that knee, not to arch the back. So I'm actively drawing the belly in throughout. Straight out. Bend it in. Good. Extend it out. 1 or 2 more. Bend it in. Extend. Bend. And go ahead and rest. Woo, good job. Pat the leg. Blood flow, loosen up those muscles. All right, from here, as we make our way back up to standing, you can either go grab your step stool if you don't already have it, or you can practice some reverse lunges, those of you that are comfortable with some lunging. So set the chair to the side, or at least I need to. I'm going to be demoing the step ups, and we're going to be practicing for a minute on the step ups, alternating legs. So again, those of you that know the lunges, maybe don't have a step, you can step back. Controlling that knee down, coming up and forward. Okay, your choice there. Otherwise, those of you that are going to practice these step ups with me, full foot or as much as your foot that the step will allow up on the box, reach those arms straight up. And here we go. Driving your foot down, extending that hip, and then try to watch that knee as you lower down, taking the foot all the way off. And then we alternate legs. Place the foot up, standing tall, and then controlling back, foot all the way off. Good job. Alternating feet. Reach, open the hip, and back and down. Nice job, Shirley. Plant that foot, chest up, eyes up. Open that hip all the way before the other one comes to meet. We are halfway through. There you go. Place that foot down, reach those arms up. Good job. So we're paying attention to what's happening at the knee. Also, what's going on at the hips. So we want to keep the knee from dropping in, both on the up and the down. And we want to keep the hips nice and level, holding strong through our belly. Good, maybe one more. Place the foot, reach those arms out, chest tall, standing all the way up and all the way down. Beautiful. All right, our band pull-aparts are next. If you have your long band, if you don't have your band, you can mimic it. Just take a nice, relaxed grip on the band. Walk your feet in so all the toes are pointing straight ahead. You're going to have that nice soft bend in the knees. Tuck those ribs down and in so that you're not arching the back. Arms are going to reach straight out in front. And then when you're ready, pulling them apart. Another mid-back activator. Squeezing those shoulder blades back and down. Try to squeeze your bum as you move here too. Breathe in, open and breathe out. Good, close it down. Squeeze Excellent. Yeah, try to hold those hands right up about shoulder height. There you go. Good. Close it down. Open it up. One more. Close, open, and rest. Awesome job. All right. We had some good mornings planned. We did a few of those earlier today. Let's go back to our windmills. We only did that one time in the very beginning. So soft bend in those knees, arms out to the side, and now with a long spine, you're reaching across the body. Squeeze the glutes, stand straight up. Same thing other side, reaching across, squeeze and stand. Good. Between 3 and 5 on each side, looking to reach a little bit lower each time. Jerry, you're doing a great job reaching far, but you're losing that nice tall chest. So you want to keep the chest tall, hips long, just like you're trying to mimic how you would move to do a deadlift, except you're reaching across. That looks better. Squeeze and stand. Long spine, straight up. Maybe one more. Over, up, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and make your way back to the chair. Your water is convenient. I forgot I gave all mine to the dog. Going back to those seated leg extensions. So make your way on down. Make sure you sit right up on your sit bones here. Draw those shoulders back, starting on your left leg. 3, 2, 1. Lift the knee up. And here we go. Extend and bend. Good. Trying to keep the foot off the ground for the full 30 seconds. If you start to get any irritation or some tension in that hip flexor or anything else, by all means, just set it down for a moment. Otherwise, squeeze, pulling those toes back towards your face, bending at the knee, halfway through. Good. So you start to lose that posture back and in. So continue to sit tall out of your sit bones. Sit bones are just simply those bones that sit right onto the chair. Last one. Up, relax, and down. All right, we'll take 15 seconds in between sides. Feel free to loosen up that hip flexor. Dig in there with your fingers. Squeeze it with your palms. And getting ready for that opposite leg. Sit tall. Now we're on to your right side. 2, 1, here we go. Extend it out. Bend it in. Good. Yep. Drive it out. Drawing it in halfway through. It's going to be our last time through on each exercise. Good. One more up, back, and rest. Set it down. Pat it out. All right, and being that it's going to be our last round through, as we come up for our step ups, we're going to elongate that interval just a little bit. Instead of working for a minute, we're going to work for a minute and a half on this last circuit. So I'll tell you when we get to a minute if you're like, that's enough for me for today. Otherwise, we'll work on a little bit more endurance on those step ups. So if you're not already up on your feet, go ahead and make your way on up. We'll start here in 10 seconds. You're going to get as much of your foot up on that bench as you can. Reach those arms out. 2, 1. Here we go. Drive that foot down. Open the hips, standing tall and taking it back and down, switching sides. Plant that foot. Reach those arms out. Come all the way up and controlling down. Excellent job. Good. Those of you working those lunges, you can also practice that high knee at the top, finishing that lunge all the way through. Those of you on the step, don't worry about that. Just place the foot, plant that foot down, keep those hips level. Woo! Beautiful job. That's our 30-second mark. Gonna work for another minute. Good. As much of your foot as you can, reach those arms out, pull through. Excellent. Giving some love to the balancing through the knees, keeping some attention on the level of the hips. Wonderful. We're almost to that minute mark. Back and down, staying in control. There's our minute. Nice work. Got another 30 seconds here. Don't mind me. Got the big dog coming in. Got to move the bone out of the way. Full foot. Lift the chest. Good. Final 10 seconds to make that full minute and a half. Great work, everyone. Stay focused. Moving with control and confidence. Maybe one more. Plant that foot, eyes up, drive it down, open the hips, and coming on down. Woo! All right, finish that up. Grabbing the band for some pull aparts next. Hi, Cosmo. All right, you're gonna take a nice relaxed grip on the band. Walk those feet back in, draw the belly in, reach those arms straight out in front of you. And then when you're ready, pull them apart, squeeze those shoulders together. Yep. You want to avoid rolling the shoulders forward. You just want to focus on that nice broad chest. So I'm open, close. What I mean by rolling them forward is we don't want to start to do this number. Just broad chest, squeeze it back. Good. Close it down. And in and close. A couple more. Good. Last one. And rest. Good. Let's go ahead and take advantage of having this band in our hand. Let's open our shoulders a little bit. You can gradually, if you are able, bring it up to overhead. Just kind of open the chest, bringing it back behind. Excellent. And then back down in front. Good. Do that a few times. Up, open. You can gently rotate your body if you'd like. Holding that up to overhead. Get a nice opening in the front of the chest. Bringing it down. One more time. Bringing it up. Maybe a little side bend this time. Using that band to stretch out that body. Good. And rest. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and make our way to seated. We're going to do a few finishing stretches there. All right, we're going to start with our mid-back rotations. So sit nice and tall. Let's bring your left hand behind the head. Think about pulling the shoulder back, opening through the chest. And now we're going to draw the belly in as we bring that elbow towards the opposite thigh. So try to bring that left elbow towards your right thigh. And now you're going to use your right hand on the inside of that right knee to gently push against and then turn your body looking over that shoulder. We're going to do that 5 times. Breathe in, elbow towards that opposite thigh, sitting tall, and gently exhale. Turn the eyes, pulling that elbow back, pausing in that open position. That's where you get that most benefit as you sit tall and rotate. So you don't want to rush that in position. Gently exhale and inhale. 2 more. Close it down. Sit tall, gently rotate. 1 more. Fantastic. In between sides, we're going to do our seated cat-cow. So everyone just stay here seated with me, hands on the thighs, draw that chin into the chest, roll those shoulders forward on your exhale. And then as you inhale, draw the shoulders back, lift the head and chest. Let's go between 3 and 5 times here. Shoulders roll forward, chin down. Deep breath, draw those shoulders back, lift the head towards the sky. 2 to 3 more. Good. Last one. Wonderful. All right, let's balance out that mid back. We need to do our rotations on the opposite side. So you're going to go your right hand behind the head. You'll use your left hand on the inside of that left knee. Draw the belly in as you bring that elbow across, coming as close as you're comfortable towards that opposite thigh. And then sit tall. Gently use that left hand against the left knee. Pushing against, turning the head and neck. Good. 5 times here. Breathe in, bringing it down. Sit tall, looking across. Just moving at your own pace, remembering not to rush that open position. Good. 1 or 2 more. And final time. Wonderful. Once you finish that one, go ahead and relax those hands down. And we're going to move into the hips, our figure 4 hip stretch. So let's start with your left leg. Best as able, you're going to lift that foot up and in, cross it over the opposite foot. And then you can, if you can, grab your right hand onto your left ankle. Left hand onto the left knee and just invite that knee to lower on down, never forcing. Good job. I'm gonna sit tall here, draw the shoulders back, and hold this for about 30 seconds. Great time. Feel free to just relax those eyes closed, breathing. I'll keep an eye on the time. Good job. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're not trying to creep up into your ears, drawing them back and down. 10 more seconds. Very nice. As you finish, same thing other side. Pull that leg up, set it on down. And now your right leg, pulling that right leg up, crossing above the left knee, best as able. Right hand on the right knee, pulling that ankle of the right leg in with the left. 30 seconds here. Again, feel free to close the eyes. If you can breathe in and out the nose, that's fantastic, or in the nose and out the mouth. Using your breathing now to just calm your system down. Good, 10 more seconds. Excellent job. Gradually make your way out of that stretch, bringing that foot down, come back up to seated, and we're going to end with a couple loosening up here for the upper body. So sitting nice and tall, we're going to draw that chin in, looking down towards the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. And we're going to lift the head and gently look up towards the ceiling. Very good. We're going to do that once more each direction. Draw the chin in, looking down. If you want to give just a little bit of overpressure, lightly touch the top of the head. Barely touching here. And then as you go to look up, cross the hands just underneath your collarbones. Think about just gently pulling that skin down, and then from there, gently looking up. It feels so good. Stretch the front of that neck just ever so gently, and then looking straight ahead. Good. We're gonna do one more variation of that. So now you're gonna still sit tall, draw the chin in, look down, and then think about bringing your chin towards the collarbone on the right side of your body. So trying to turn the head ever so gently towards the right. Yep. And then if you want, you can use your right hand on the left side of the head and just encourage a little bit more of that stretch. But if you're getting a potent stretch without the hand, don't worry about it. Just hold it there for another breath or two. And release. Same thing, other direction. So I'll sit tall, pull the chin in like I'm trying to make a triple chin, looking down, and now bring your chin towards your left collarbone. Option to use your left hand, barely touching the right side of the head. Just encourage a little bit more stretch in that position. And release there. Fantastic. All right, just gently circle that head around 2 to 3 times each direction. Chin down towards the chest. When you get to the side bend, think about lifting your ear up and away from the opposite shoulder instead of trying to drop your ear down towards the other shoulder. Very good. If you haven't already, go ahead and change directions of your rotations. Gently rotate the other way. Feel free to smile as you rotate. Feels good. Not pushing into anything that's painful. All right, fantastic. And then our final ending breaths here. We're going to breathe in, elevate those shoulders up and in towards the ears. And then as you breathe out, pull those shoulders back and down. You can reach your arms out to the side. Nice long neck. We're going to do that 3 times together. Here we go. Breathe in. Raise those shoulders up. And then exhale. Draw them back and down. Good. Twice more. Breathe in. Raise them up. And then on the exhale, this is where we want those shoulders to live. Back and down, broad chest, long neck. Final time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful job. All right, give yourself a round of applause. Applause for those that are here with you today. Thank you so much for being here. Continue to drink your water. Find some vegetables that you can enjoy, hopefully from a fresh farmer's market, if not fresh from your own garden. And we'll be back here on Thursday.